Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Nigga, 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 nigga. Nigger's gone nig. Okay, we have sound check. Good. Okay. Let me quickly get sorted. So this. Okay. I need my fucking phone to see if the baddest reply back. I need my fucking. It's time. Today. We are fucking back. The good old VIP calls. Actually, we started out with the shisha in the free calls. So let me quickly set up my shit. Noel, are you recording? Please, because last time I actually tried recording myself and I fucked up everything. So let's try that shit again today. Start recording. And then let's get yapping. So first of all, I need to chill, bro. Today, well, I'm so fucking hyped. Like the best time you guys can probably join my calls is when I was myself in my own business super unproductive, because my immediate change that I can do in order to be super productive for that day is going to be by teaching you guys the craziest sauce. So I've obviously been celebrating my birthday the past 48 hours. By the way, everybody, thanks to everyone who was sending me DMs, wishing me happy birthday, and so on and so forth. No, ideally my cam should be 4K. But the problem with yeah, Huang, fuck you. Now it's too late. I'm not gonna reply to any of your questions today. You can already leave, bro. So the thing is, I took it too far with my business life at now. By now, I cannot enjoy life anymore. It's literally like, wait, I have to get you guys over here. I'm looking at the wrong screen all the time. Yeah, my camera quality is actually super bad. Okay, I'll have to fix this in a second. Change this. This. Brava. Okay. The thing is, I took it too damn far with my work ethic. I couldn't even enjoy the past 48 hours without having to think about the business all the fucking time. I was literally like, holy shit, money. My parents were like, yeah, why can't you just relax? I was like, I can't. I need more money, bro. We were literally, so let me explain you guys what we were doing, bro. We'll get into all the sauce in just a minute. As you guys know, usually first 5 to 10 minutes and the last 5 to 10 minutes are dedicated to some random ass bullshit talk. So my dad, I won't say my family's complete broke. We're obviously normal middle class, but my dad would and probably could never afford like renting a supercar for a day. And I fucking knew, because he's always been telling me when I was like, yeah, renting R8s, Lambos, Ferraris, he was always like, yeah, it's cool, but it's not a Porsche. So I was like, yeah, okay. If you want to get the goddamn Porsche, let me get that Porsche. So I rented the Porsche for my dad. My dad was so fucking hyped. I posted it yesterday in my Instagram story, and I'm being for real, guys. The past 48 hours were not trying to make me super happy. It was actually just trying to make my family as happy as they can. Like, look at this. Where's the camera? My dad in the car, super fucking happy, driving this car as there would be no tomorrow. So at some point, I was just talking about this with Alex a few days ago. He was like, bro, like, why do we keep pushing so much harder? Or why do you keep pushing so much harder? Are you already comfortable? And I'm like, no, No, I'm going to be I'm probably still not going to be comfortable at that point, but I need to be able to send my parents like 10K per month so they can actually do whatever they want at any point of time. And then probably as soon as I am going to be able to send them 10K, it's probably going to be 100K, but whatever. Levels to the game. For now, I'm just trying to give back as much as possible to the people around me, especially my family. Like, I also appreciate that my family, they live in Germany. They don't live here with me in Dubai. They wanted to surprise me, but my mom unfortunately sent me the booking details on WhatsApp, so I found out earlier. And they came here. We celebrated my birthday together. I rented the supercar for my dad. My dad was super fucking hyped. My dad and I, we were scouting some crazy baddies. And on top of that, today we ended off the day on a nice ass yacht, and we were seeing so many more bigger yachts with more baddies, more everything, bro. And I was just thinking, like, holy shit, how am I supposed to enjoy this when there's this dude with a fucking 100-meter yacht just next to me, bro? So now we're back on the grind. It is Q4. And as mentioned as before, my past 48 hours, also to the creators who are in this call, I literally tried as well as with the one-on-ones to give you guys quick responses as soon as possible. Now I'm back. So if any of those messages have been left on red or you want to get some extra input, just tag me again and I'll go through those after this call. For now, time to cook, guys. So what are we talking about today? We are... Okay. Maybe I actually want to talk about this as well. I almost forgot it, but okay, there's a few people there. Oh my God, I'm about to go actually super fucking nuts, bro. 50 people have joined with my VIP link. Have a look. So you guys know I'm not capping. Okay, how do I not leak too much shit? Oh my God. So this is, it says 39 new users joined with the VIP. They still have access after this call ends. I'll terminate all of them. One thing I want to say is to all the free people as well. This is generally not me trying to get money out of your pockets. This is me just trying to give you advice for life, because I've been looking at the Typeform responses that you gave me. One of the questions was like, what's your goal and why are you not already in VIP? So many people, like probably 80 to 90% said, I want to make 100K profit this Q4. And then they tell me, I don't see the value in this upgrade. What? There's a very nice saying I'm telling to all of my VIP people every single week, which is the following. Billionaires lose billions in order to make more money. Millionaires lose millions in order to make more money. Only poor people don't want to invest their money. Does that make any sense to you? If you see yourself in this saying, then I'm going to be honest, you're kind of cooked. This is not me trying to get you into our VIP. This is general life advice. If you have this scarcity mindset, you won't get far in life, because you will always be stuck. You'll always be in that arrogant position, thinking you could always be doing better than the other person. Absolutely lost. And then on top of that, because Noel is just saying there's only 16 people in here. Yes, I'm astonished myself as well. So let me actually make an announcement and see if we can pull in some more people. Because otherwise, all those people that have joined and are now not in the call, genuinely born to lose. We live, pull up. That is so fucking stupid. Like, obviously, I was doing it because I wanted to give back to the people as well. And now imagine they got free access to almost to everything, and they don't use this chance. Like, how fucking lost do you have to be? How fucking lost do you have to be? This makes no sense. Which, on the other hand side, I can't be mad at them. I've been working with a lot of people recently in this year, and I have been seeing different calibers of people. You can tell if somebody's born to win or if he's born to lose. And the people who are not joining, who are not taking this opportunity seriously, people who are not doing those things, I've told those 3 people, do exactly this. Send me a to-do list. I'm trying to make you guys win. I'm not trying to tell you guys, hey, stop this business model. It's that. Don't do it. I'm literally trying to force you guys to succeed. And what do? They just chill their nuts. Born to mo fucking lose. So, without trying to do a fucking Tate confidential motivation yap, let's actually get into some saws. And yeah, let's go through the chat questions. Today we're not doing the type form because I was too bored to introduce the type form workaround with all of the new people. But since they haven't joined anyways, yeah, let's just go right into it. We have 60 minutes in front of Pure Saws. Send in product reviews, account reviews, video reviews, basic general Q&As that you have about the business model, whether that be mindset. I've actually been talking a lot about mindset. Maybe we can touch on that again today as well, because generally what I feel like recently most people need is not the source. The source is the same as everywhere else, I feel like, or maybe in other Discord server. Maybe in our Discord server, there's more than enough source, which is why I feel like we don't need to repeat it over and over again. And I feel like those calls, we should much rather just hype each other for the next week, because you have all the source that you need. There is not really so much more that you need. All you need is just being dedicated and literally improving every single day, one by one. Actually, crazy sauce right there. Because I was just going out with my parents and we were like in a bar and my parents were like, hey, why are you not eating? I actually found out when I'm more hungry, I'm more sharp, bro. The second I eat, I'm so dead, bro. I need a coffee. Then that coffee, I need to digest that for an hour, and I basically lose like 2.5 hours per day. So right now, I'm actually on fucking nicotine. I am super hungry. So guys, buckle up. The sauce we're about to spit is gonna go crazy. The 3 people who are inside here, you have no fucking clue. Where do I get all this information from? There's just I'm on the fucking spectrum the second I join these calls. So ask me good questions and you guys will get good replies. So let me not forget to smoke, bro. Otherwise I could have also. Oh yes. So let's start with Soom X, who's asking, do you have advice for people running blankets? First things first, the more precise your question, the better my reply is going to be. If you ask me, how do I start organic dropshipping? I'm going to tell you, do PR, start running the product, make money. What kind of answer do you want to hear now? The answer you want to hear is not going to be the answer you want to hear, because your question is not aimed to get the reply you want to. So try being more specific when asking the questions. Asking good questions is actually a super, super good skill that not everybody has down, but trust me, when you stay inside here, will force you to become a good interviewer. Send a product idea in DMs. I'm recording my screen as well, so today no private things. If there's any questions, ask them in the chat. Otherwise, on my end recording, which will be uploaded as well, there's going to be leakage. Do I really need PayPal in France? I keep hearing bad stories and I don't have a business registered. I've never heard about bad stories, but in all the markets, I would highly recommend you go in with Shopify payments and PayPal. All the payment options that you can have available, make them available so you don't have unnecessary lower conversion rates. Top of that, everybody who has not seen that, because for some fucking reason, I have to tell you guys every single week to watch all lessons in the Warp course. I'm explaining to you guys exactly which payment gateway to use. I'm literally doing the fucking math for you guys, something that you should already be doing. I'm doing this for you. I'm carrying. Bro, do you guys actually realize that I'm your biggest wingman? No one else is trying to push you to succeed so much harder than me, bro. So go watch the fucking lesson where I compare Shopify payments and Stripe. And then I'm also explaining like a shit ton of mandatory things to know about running content products in different markets, such as France, for example. So yeah, definitely have all payment options available in France. Now, another question, because I always like to dive deep, very, 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 very deep. Oh, yeah. Papi. To all those questions that I'm being asked. I'm not the type of guy who wants to just give general advice. So now ask yourself the question other way around. What's the logical reason? Because I like reverse engineering everything, my business, my thoughts, how I pulled that baddie, and so on and so forth. So, because we want to be replicating everything, where's the logic of not having PayPal? Because when I reverse that thought, that means, okay, some people can't check out with PayPal. That means less people will buy. That means less money. That means it's just fucking stupid, right? Action. Huang, I couldn't said it any better. God rewards the action takers, not the thinkers, and especially not the losers who don't take action. It's actually super funny. Alex and I, we have the perfect mix. I'd say the reason why Alex and I are such good business partners and we've been moving so fast this year is because we just go and do shit. And then we think about, okay, how do we actually do this? Same thing, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys with the mentorship. We wanted to delay this like probably until December. Then we were like, okay, fuck it, bro. That makes no fucking sense. Let's just start it now, build the systems, and then we'll figure out everything by themselves. And see, 100% success rate. That is insane. And on top of that, this sounds like a fucking 45 minutes ads for the shit that I'm basically promoting. But it is fucking stupid. We literally have the numbers. Please, everybody, go on the results tab and check. You can see who are our students. Everyone in the results tab is our one-on-one student. They already made their money back. And then there's people saying like, nah, I don't need this. Like, you guys are stupid. Our one-on-one students, they will make 6 figures this year. So they basically invested. Oh, I almost leaked the mentorship because they invested a specific big investment. I'm not going to say it's fucking cheap, obviously. And then they basically have a crazy ass ROI. You guys, you don't think about these terms. Like, how everything you should always think about what's the return of invest. If I take a shit, how much return on invest do I have on that? If you just take a shit and chill and relax, you have zero impact. Whereas if you do some PR, you have at least some ROI, because now you have to take the shit anyway, so at least try to be productive, right? And that goes with every decision in your life. You should always, and obviously you should always aim to have the biggest ROI. So I would say everybody who's stuck at organic dropshipping for months, or whoever is stuck at 5 figures and he can't figure out this thing, or maybe he just needs a guiding hand to push him every single day, as I'm doing it with my fucking students. Like, what you get once a week is what I'm fucking telling my students every single day, and we're pushing them to go so much further. And obviously the fucking ROI is going to be insanely high. So back to the chats. What do the baddies say when they see your lifestyle? Oh, that's a good question. So I'm a huge fan of actually not trying to chase women, but always trying to chase the money, and then they'll always come. And that is actually fucking true. You can, first of all, I told you guys in the previous calls that I'm actually anxious that I will lose momentum with my own business, which is why I'm always so locked in. And on top of that, I add the lifestyle with the baddies. But there's nothing really crazy with the baddies. For example, when I pick them up in the Rari, when I pick them up in the Porsche and the R8, it's just, okay, 2 of them, they were actually, it was, it was kind of easy, but Zach said, why the fuck are you asking me why I'm waffling about baddies if you guys are asking me about lifestyle with baddies? You guys in the chat, you control what we're talking about. If you keep asking me about baddies, obviously I have to give a reply to it. Here. How many products are you running testing at the same time? So right now I'm in a different position than I was last year, but the position I was in last year is probably more accurate to the position you are in right now. And I was running 7 products at the same time, 4 of them actively making me money every single day. And I totally agree. I can totally confirm it's super doable. Is Krainer in here as well? Kraner's doing my strategy right now as well. He was my first creator, and he was just working for Carbrace all the time. Now he's just taken 1 day for Carbrace. 6 other days, he's running all of the other products. So all you need is just the proper guidance, which obviously I can teach you guys. And then you will be able to increase your output, because with business and especially with organic, it's a fucking numbers game. The more lottery tickets you can take, the more money, at least the probability is going to be higher, right? If you just upload 1 video a day, it can be a fucking banger video, bro. But if you upload 10 videos a day, you have 10 times more the chance of actually going viral. So let's ask, okay, I'm going to just ask here. When I do custom blankets with Simpsons designs for couples, nah, L idea. L idea. Simpsons niche is not that high converting in my opinion, so I would focus on other products. Maybe also let me switch my response. There's definitely niches that are higher converting than others, and others are definitely lower converting. What I will say, wait, let me quickly check why my camera so fucking foggy. Now we're in 4K, right? Holy shit. So there's definitely niches in crisp, clean camera quality. There's definitely niches that are higher converting and lower converting than others. But one thing that I find even more important when you ask for product reviews is that what's the other product on that level? Okay, so you always need to have the contradictory view of your own product as well, right? So if you're sending me a product which is 1 to 2K per million views, which the blankets are always like, especially in that niche, and now it's very important, guys, listen up, because this comparison is gonna go crazy. So we have the Simpsons product, the rugs, always converting 1 to 2K. If you find the craziest niche, the most passionate, and you have the craziest designs, maybe max 3 to 4K, more it's not gonna be. On the other hand side, there's a million other, because the content for the rugs is not super replicatable. It is replicatable, but it's gonna be very tough. You have to film for it every single day. It's super hard dropshipping content, whereas there's a million other products. You can easily do 1 to 2K conversion products per mil if you just do fucking reposting on Instagram. So why would you put in more time, more effort into filming yourself with the blankets when you could just make 1 to 2K per million views with the reposting IG account, right? So this is something you always have to keep in mind. If you send me, because yeah, okay, the product can make some money. Is it going to be smart spending your time on that product when at the same time all you could be doing is just doing reposting on Instagram? No. So it always depends. Now, if we're talking about some higher converting products, let's talk about 5 to 6K per million views. There's some super hard filming products, and then there's easier products to film. Obviously, I would tell you, okay, it's better to do the easier filming and do the 5 to 6K per million views instead of filming the entire week just for one product and then still just making 5 to 6K. Like, you always have to see, okay, how much energy, how much effort do I actually have to put into this? So that's how I most of the times just exclude products immediately. Ooh, Huang, this one's deep. Rich people think what they're getting. Poor people see only how much they're paying. Let me add this one more thing, because I want to make this very clear. After concluding that we have a 100% success rate, the main reason we're not allowing anyone for 1K payment, $500 payment, and we want them to pay the full amount of mentorship is because we don't want cheap people, and we're actually looking for people who are committed. You will always see the people who are just fighting for every dollar, the people who are always bargaining, dog shit quality. It's the same with your customers at the end of the day. If you sell a dog shit product for maybe $1 or $2, you will get all the refunds. I was already a coach in MMC. It was always like this. The people who pay the lowest in the mentorship fees are always the most annoying. Alex and I, we're not here to just make money. We actually want to improve your guys' life. You should already have realized that months ago when we started with this entire journey for fucking free. So the people, there was people making money in our free section because we took time out of our business to teach you guys for free. Then they were joining inside the VIP and then inside the one-on-one because people trust us and they know we actually want them to succeed. And we don't want just fucking getting people inside who just pay and then fucking get on our nerves. This is not why we are doing this. We could be making the same exact of money with our own business as well. We literally just realized at some point, holy shit, it's actually so fucking fulfilling and satisfying seeing people actually making money because of you. You guys are making my day. When you post in the results tab, if you send me DMs on Instagram, hey Nico, I took these notes. Hey Nico, I just made my first sale. Hey Nico, this is so crazy. Do you guys not understand that? Holy shit. So never aim for fucking poor people, bro. All the brokies in the chat right now. Fuck. Okay. Let me maybe just listen. Guys, do me a favor. If you're asking shit in the chat, please tag me as Zach said was just doing it because you're also just always talking about shit. So from now on, if you want a question from me, tag me so I can see it and your question is being highlighted. And he was asking, bro, how the fuck do you work so hard, man? I get so fucking tired. I need to take naps and shit. Fucking caffeine all the fucking time. I drink 2-3 coffees a day plus another Red Bull once in a while. And overall, I just have very good sleep. So even though, okay, I would say one coffee a day is absolutely necessary for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't, because in the morning, the second I wake up, I'm just like, holy shit. So I need that coffee in the morning. After that first coffee, I'm sharp. I'm there. I want to make money. I know exactly what to do. And if you know what to do, now comes the crazy part. I just talked about this in today's YouTube video. If you have a goal of, let's say you want to make 6 figures this year, and you realize you haven't even made your first sale, bro, fucking put your emotions aside and just hustle more. Fuck sleep. You don't need sleep. As Tristan Tate was saying, I went to bed 6 a.m. and I woke up 5:59. That's the mentality you gotta have. Lock the fuck in, join these calls, be consistent, take notes, and set baseline fundamentals expectations for yourself. For all my creators, I'm telling them, if you're not even able to upload once per day, bro, you can scratch this business model. Like, this is the easiest thing. Like, you guys, sometimes you're so deep in the bubble. So let me take you guys and pull you guys out of this business, okay? Sometimes all you do is you just think in PR, content uploads, this and that. Like, we are just doing this in order to make some money so we can build bigger businesses. If you can't force yourself to at least just set this bar of having to upload every single day consistently for my pro, how the fuck do you want to run a big company later on? Like, if you literally can't force yourself to work and set this bar of having at least one upload ready per product every single day, you're cooked. How the fuck do you want to give your employees fucking advice? How do you want to motivate them if you can't even motivate yourself? The only reason you guys listen to me is because you fucking see that I'm actually putting in the work myself. It would make no sense if I would just be chilling and then I would be trying to give you guys advice. People can spot the lies super fucking fast. The only reason this entire community is so successful is because we are super transparent and super authentic with everything we do. I'm not saying I'm a fucking G every single day. I just told you guys, the past 48 hours, I couldn't even enjoy my birthday because I was not working. So that's about the locking in shit, because you guys always ask me, how do you work? Like, it's not a fucking question of how long do I work? When the fuck do I stop working is the other question I ask myself every single day. So please do me a favor and brainwash yourself to success. You literally have to brainwash yourself to success. You have to be so fucking delusional. You have to tell yourself to do things you don't want to be doing and then just fucking execute anyways. Moving on to the next question. How do you film organic videos now? Just in your house, but nice aesthetic, no fake dropshipping backgrounds, right? Exactly. Damn. With this background, you're cooked. But at the same time, lucky for you, I started in the same fucking shitty ass background myself. What do you guys see here didn't just came by fucking coincidence. I worked for this shit in my same kids. Guys, most of you guys have just started getting to know me probably around recently when you've already been seeing me flexing all over social medias with supercars, Dubai, spending money, bitches, and so on and so forth. A fucking year ago, exactly 1 year ago, I was in my kid's room as well. I had to become super creative when it came to filming, super creative when it came to doing group calls, and so on and so forth, because it's also different when you live with your parents. Now, our apartment, everything is just kind of aimed towards maximum business output. So, I would highly recommend you, if you have limited capabilities, to somehow run this business model to your advantage, okay? So, maybe actually instead of finding a product that you have to film with some crazy backgrounds, maybe try finding something that you can film outside with a nice garden view. Maybe something that you can run in your garage where all you need is just some fucking some cemetery background in your garage, some good lighting. That's it. Try to always squeeze and force everything to your advantage. Don't try when your room is already looking like shit, trying to make your room look better. Like, obviously you can have some lights, and this corner is, I was doing the same thing, but I was also running products outside. I was trying to film products in different scenarios, so I wasn't kind of just stuck in my room. So that's the best tip I can give you. There's so many products you can simply just go and film outside, or maybe in your bathroom, whatever that might be. And if you can, if you make your first money, like, there's so many different ideas I can give you right now. Just the idea of going outside should be the best idea, the best response you could have gotten. So on top of that, I always recommend you guys getting some LED lights here and there. But overall, that's just good for the beginning, because it's going to look too dropshipping too soon, and we don't want to be looking like dropshippers. But for the beginning, just making your first sales, that's totally fine. Just get fucking LED lights. They cost 10 euros on AliExpress. Nico, what's the best way to negotiate the supplier to wait for payment? I got so many refunds that I can't pay the latest bill. Ooh, yeah. Mm. That's tough. It depends on the supplier you're working with. I know there's some suppliers out there you can pay them at the end of the month, but you gotta have a very good credibility. Most of the suppliers I'm lately working with, especially, like, I feel like the very good suppliers, they want to get their money immediately. But obviously, there's also some suppliers, some agents out there, they work with like lower quality clients, and then you can just pay them once a month. Otherwise, I would try sourcing your product on AliExpress. Then you can just source out the product with pay later. Shimon is asking, how do you stay productive and not lose focus when your business as a dropshipper is spread across so many accounts? For example, for one product, you would have for the US market, blah, 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 for the repost in Germany, and now run multiple products. And for the content research, you should use another account. Maybe it's just a warming up phase that's freaking me up. Brother, if you're already confused with one account, you need to work a shit ton more with systems. What do I mean by that? Systems is always such a big word that people don't know how to understand. Fucking electricity bill again. POV, you're in Ukraine. POV, my time has finally come. FBI is knocking on my door. POV, 15 seconds before FBI knocks at your door. Talking about the system thing. How do I keep track of 100 plus accounts of my creators? Easy. Just fucking make an Excel sheet, put the name of the product, put all the socials, put the market, and then next product, next product, next product. And how do I kind of organize my uploads is with the Google Drive. As you guys know, uploading agency. I'm not doing any of that low money making activity myself. So I finish the content, upload it on the drive, and then they just upload it. So I'm basically more like a controller. I just check, hey, has that been uploaded, this, and so on and so forth. And there's so many different systems you can build. So for example, then I have somebody who's telling me as soon as something goes viral, so I don't have to check all of the accounts myself. But for your position, what you should be doing is generally just working with to-do list, with Excel sheets, tracking everything, and exactly knowing like, okay, this is this account, this is what I have to do here. If you have an exact blueprint, and the blueprint is also not some fucking magical super spell, it's just having the to-do list, tracking it in Excel, working maybe with the drive for your upload so you know exactly what day, which content to do if you're doing bulk editing, and then having another calendar where you track everything. So for example, maybe I wake up, first thing I do in the morning is check all of my accounts. Then I go through all of the drives, I check if the content is uploaded. There's so many different things you can do. Is there any question upon that, Shimon? Or was that kind of solving your question? Okay, nice. Nico, Huang is asking, are most blankets even good nowadays? It depends on what level you are. If you ask me when you've never made a sale before, yeah, go ahead, run it. They've been proven to make money. If you're telling me, if you're a fucking demon like me who's just running 10K per million view products, then no, I wouldn't run blankets, as explained before. Next question I see is from Noel. Okay, I just replied to that one. So we have Dom. Dom's asking, how much time did you spend per day doing PR when you were starting out? Because right now I don't know what product to pick. All products feel trash and the content is dropshipping as fuck. I tried bringing in new products, but none of them converted. Ooh, guys. Ooh, guys. We just spotted somebody who's not on the weekly calls. He just exposed himself. Because in the past two Q4 calls that are not available to the public, we exactly discussed this problem on being a beginner, not finding a product to run, what to do. Maybe the chat can help you out. Chat, what have I told you when we were talking about Organic Nemesis? Because obviously he's trying to build his own brand, but he can't find a winning product yet. What can he do? What did I tell you guys? What kind of PR to start doing in order to find proven winners immediately where you can start doing content the next day? Hello data. Dom, have you ever heard of Callo data? Nice. I went full send 60 minutes on explaining how to do the Callo data research on my latest call. So I highly recommend you check that out because there I'm exactly explaining you how to find products if you don't find products yet. Because the stupidest thing you can do, we're now in a totally different world. Because I actually remember your name. Like we've been doing dropshipping for a while now. We're in a totally different new world scenario right now where you're generally just wasting time if all you do is just trying to find that product. You need to start locking in, doing content, and whilst you are already doing it, pushing things on top, on top, on top, just waiting for things to come your way, you're wasting so much potential time. Just get working. God deserves the action takers, bro. Gabriel is asking, where's the question? Is there something I have to look for when running Legos in Germany? Do you know if they have any pattern or this shit? Now, if you weren't a person I would generally care about, love to Gabriel, by the way, I would just tell you go ahead. But you can actually get hella suit in Germany. So there's
a specific patent, and this is actually crazy sauce that nobody knows about. Lego has a specific patent on one block, which is the 4x4 block and the 2x2 block. So the square ones. If you find a product, for example, I think the Lego Rose, actually, the one with the bricks, this is not, you cannot be sued by Lego because Lego does not have the specific patent on these specific building blocks. So it depends on your product, which is also why you were able to run the custom brick parts, for example, because the way the Chinese supplier created these specific products was not with the patented block. So if you have to check with your product, is there any, if it's just one fucking mini building block in this entire site, you'll get cooked, especially in Germany. So I wouldn't do it. I would try to, you can run products like these, but then obviously you have to know these crazy source things that you just find out in these calls. But same with gaming, for example. There's also specific gray zones. But obviously you were just talking to me, you were asking me about the Lego thing. So I would be quite careful, and you have to check what kind of building bricks are actually in this Lego set. Noel, unfortunately, Crane, I just took your spot for the agency. So another thing. Look, guys, I am generally giving back to the people, promoting people, giving them everything I have if they believe in with me as well. All the creators I'm working with, this Discord is growing and growing and growing, and I'm going nowhere. The only place I'm going is further. So all the people who are in our one-on-ones, the first people who were my creators, Brina, for example, is going to be promoted to my head of the uploading agency and checking everything. So now he's literally, I'm trying to push you guys to the next level. He was starting working out with me when all I had was just some few YouTube videos and not fucking 10 case studies with the creators that made X amount of money in a specific time. He believed in me, so obviously I'm gonna promote him as well. So now he's saving like 2 hours per day because, as I mentioned, we're pushing him to do as many products as possible so he has the highest probability of making as much money as possible. So he's saving 1 to 2 hours per day because all he's doing is just managing now, and the uploading agency is gonna upload all of his stuff for free. And now you're sitting in your dorm room being like, fuck this, Nico. Fuck. No, bro. No, bro. Keep the questions coming, bro. As you guys are thinking, I'll quickly check something else. Oh, fuck. The nicotine is hitting so fucking bad, bro. When to change mentor? Because the mentor I have had for 3 months now isn't that good. I could be in better hands. That's cooked. I mean, when you're already asking yourself that question, I guess the response is quite clear. Let me actually give you guys, the YouTube video was actually supposed to drop today. I'm actually exposing one of the biggest organic dropshippers in our space, how he's actually scamming his students and his coaches. Lots of guys have probably seen that, how he's talking shit about a few people. I'm not leaking any names, but you guys will see. And I'm also giving you guys some red flags, because if you want to choose a mentor, there's a shit ton of people just scamming. I've been scammed in the beginning as well, which is why I'm so transparent with you guys as well. I was scammed in the beginning for fucking 5K when I was poor. I've never told that anywhere public. So listen up. I was joining Michael Bernstein's program, and I was actually selling my Bitcoin back then with the money I saved from my fucking shit ass job back then. And they were pushing me to sell my Bitcoin with a huge minus just to join their mentorship, just so that I joined. Obviously, their course was trash and didn't get any calls, didn't get any WhatsApp replies, no, nothing. I would say that is a fucking scam, which is also why I'm so fucking pissed if I see people destroying our organic space. I have such an emotional attachment to this organic space, obviously, because it changed my entire fucking life. I see the world now with complete different eyes, and it's gonna be the same for all of you guys if you actually log in. So I don't want any fucking gurus, scammers in our space, which is why I'm doing this YouTube video and calling this person out. And this video is supposed to be dropping tomorrow. So you guys buckle up. I'm going full send. I have evidence from WhatsApp chats, group recordings, voice recordings. This fucking person just exposed himself so fucking bad. Like, this is literally the most stupid thing I've ever seen in our entire organic space. And I'm not gonna let that slide, bro. The way he's talking to his employees that help him build everything that he's now making all the profits with. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. He's gonna be cooked after this YouTube video. Name begins with Y and ends with N. Young nigga? Is that who we're talking about? So, coming back to the question, when to change mentor. So, I'm not trying to force you guys to join our one-on-one to stay in the VIP. I'm literally just, if you guys don't see the value, you don't see the value, then just go and do your own shit. There's tons of other people you can learn from as well. I just feel like Alex and I, we know exactly what we're doing because we're still doing this business model, and we've also already made multi-six figures, and we've proven ourselves in the free communities with the creators that we onboarded for free, and we have case studies with our creators making 50K. So all of this is fucking nonsense. But first of all, you should obviously do some fucking research on your mentor. And I actually feel like before you do this research of actually then joining your mentor, you should probably have so much trust in your mentor that you shouldn't be turning his backs on him. Because I do admit, most of the times, it's not the mentor's fault, it's also the student's fault. If you can tell yourself, okay, I've actually been logged in, I've been doing the best I could every single day, then it's the mentor's fault. If you cannot say that to yourself, then it's probably not about the mentor. I mean, yes, there's some shit mentors, but going back that reverse thought chain. If you made the decision once, you should obviously already have been doing some research on that dude. Does he have case studies? Does he actually know what the fuck he's talking about? And then your decision probably back then should have been yes. If it was already no, then you cooked your time anyways, and you wasted so much time and money on top of that. If the answer was yes, then you kind of need to reflect more upon yourself and see like, okay, was I actually putting in the work, or was I the slacking factor? And then make the decision. If you realize, holy shit, my mentor has actually no fucking idea how to give me specific advice, because most people just say, okay, do more, but they don't tell you exactly do this more, do that more, which is something we do, then it's time to switch mentors. Huang, I couldn't have said it any better. I actually had to cut out a few. I was getting a bit too emotional. Bro, I was insulting this dude from A to Z. I also think he's a fucking fat faggot. What happened with me and Ethan, by the way? I talked about this a million times. I'm thinking of maybe dropping a YouTube video about this soon. So stay hyped. If you want to see that, let me know below the YouTube comments of this upcoming YouTube video so that I know maybe I'll make a format of exposing people in the dropshipping space. Because the good thing is actually, I'm invincible. I've never scammed anyone. I've never done shit in this community. I've always been transparent. I've always been communicative. So I can go full send on other people. I have nothing to lose. I'm not hiding anything. Most people who are not doing these exposing videos is just because they are scared that people actually find something out about them. Bro, I literally have nothing to lose, which is so fucking crazy. We are about to be like 12 months in with this community, and nothing shit has happened. There's no one that can come out of this and be like, holy shit, Nico and Alex are actually fucking scammers. And I actually think this is because Alex and I have such a genuine touch to it. Like, when it comes to just talking to people, we know exactly how to teach. And we also obviously know how this fucking business model is working. Because at the end of the day, all you guys have to understand as well is we're just human beings as well. But we're trying to teach you guys everything we can as good as possible. And the thing with Ethan, like, there's so many shit things that have happened in the back that you guys probably haven't seen. Like, there was the Ethan thing, I got backstabbed. Then in March around, there was this Russian dude who was just talking shit about my back. But obviously, at the same time, when shit is happening, most people just do some weird ass fluff. And I'm just, okay, I'm not going to give you the attention. But now that I kind of started exposing one person, I might as well just be telling you guys more about what has happened behind the scenes that you guys have not seen, because I was not putting attention on this on our server. But in other servers, bro, I'm almost banned in every fucking organic dropshipping server. Can anyone tell me why? Because the fucking come up with Alex and me is crazy. We're about to take over the entire space. if you're transparent, you know what you're doing, and you're generally good-hearted, which is something this dude I'm exposing in my next YouTube video is not doing, you're cooked. I told you guys this the last time. You don't have to be the best person when it comes to maybe being on top with this strategy and that strategy. If all you have to do, if all you have in mind is just genuinely trying to be as good-hearted, as positive, as motivated, as knowledgeable as possible to the other person, which is your student, you're still doing everything right. But most people are not like that. And I'm calling out like almost every mentor in this fucking space. They are like just faking. They're promising some weird dream scenarios which will not happen. Like, hey, just pay me this amount of money and tomorrow you wake up being rich. Hell no. When we have the fucking onboarding call, I'm actually seeing if you're willing to put in the work, because I know it requires work. All we help you with is doing the right work, because most people actually just spend their time on shit work, which is not bringing them forward. So, long story short, just be very decisive what you spend your time and money on. On top of that, something I'm stressing really much, time is more valuable than money. So many guys spend their time like they could just buy more time. Bro, you can make more money. You cannot make more time. The time you are wasting is so much more worth than fucking spending money on the VIP, spending money on a one-on-one, whatever it might be. You will not, the time you are, which is why I'm trying to have these group calls and why I appreciate you guys coming on these calls so much. Some might say, holy shit, you're glazing your students so much. Like, you shouldn't be so fucking nice to your students. You have to be like the top hierarchy coach. No, bro. I would say I'm so fucking smart at this point that I don't know anything. But one thing I know is that no one of us can buy time back. So by you guys taking the time to join on these calls, I appreciate everyone coming on these calls, taking time out of their day, and then hyping you up, giving you more source, whatever it might be, so you can log in, make more money, and free up your time long term. So you don't have to do fucking content for 12 hours a day. You have content creators, so you can scale this, so you can outsource this. This is all talking about the bigger picture. But most of you guys, you're spending your time like it's fucking worthless. Guys, I love it. I fucking love it. I actually told my parents as well. I was talking with them about this as well, because with my parents, I need to give them a life update every once in a while when I see them. And my dad's always asking me, like, yeah, how is business going? I was like, I don't care about my business. I just hope my students and my people in my community make the money. If I see you guys making more money than me, I told you guys in the fucking last call, and I actually genuinely want to stress that out again, because I'm actually interested in your success. I'm not one of them gurus who's just here being like, oh my God, holy shit, he's running this product. Let me steal this product. I don't give a fuck. Send me the product and we will make 10 times more the money you were making before. If you make more money than me, I don't give a shit. I generally don't give a shit. The satisfaction, I generally hope, and I'm actually bringing something crazy to this community very soon, which is going to be crazy for all of you guys in here as well, because I want you guys to bring you on this stage as well and experience how it feels like giving back. Giving back in terms of you learned a crazy lesson and showing it to people you actually care. Everyone in our one-on-one and everyone in our VIP, we're like a fucking family. We're a community. You know, I know exactly where you guys are at. I know exactly what you're struggling with. I know exactly what you're doing, which is good. I can give you the best advice for that, and you guys can improve your life. And because some people were telling me, hey, bro, I have so much sauce recently. How can I teach this? But they don't have this personal brand. They don't have all of this momentum. So I'm thinking of opening up one weekly group call where you guys can actually kind of can send an application. You can send me your ideas, what you want to cover on this call, because we're basically giving you up. We're basically giving you like free cloud, kind of a free spot where you can have other people joining in your call and tell them your story. Because I actually think there's so many of you guys, I'm always telling you this, you're too stuck in your own bubble. So the more impact and the more source you actually get from different perspectives, the more you can actually improve in your own business. Like if you have somebody who's making, I don't know, doing some crazy IG re-uploading strategy. When we were talking to JP, I actually learned some new shit myself. So I'm always a student for life. And I generally feel like if we can open up one call slot a week, when we have Krina, when we have Will, the top creators in here, and they just give back to you, that's also going to be super valuable to you guys. At the end of the day, more knowledge, more money. And you guys see, when you host these calls and you will have people sending you DMs like, bro, holy shit, your advice was actually life-changing. I just made my first sale. That's giving you a complete new horizon, bro. So back to the topics. I see some questions about the business again. So let's go right into it. Would you ever consider transitioning to ads? Funny. Same here. Was just talking about this with Alex a few days ago because our TikTok shop. Our TikTok shop. Bro, I'm about to vomit. Fuck this shisha. Our TikTok shop campaign is almost about to launch. And something that is super crazy, but probably most of you guys at this point is going to be a bit too technical, but I'll try to explain it as easy as I can. TikTok shop, as of now, you were not able to run ads on it. You were only able to run TikTok ads, but not on TikTok shop videos. Now they brought out GMV Max, which is a specific ads platform only for kind of pushing TikTok shop videos. And this is insane. Why is this insane? First of all, because TikTok shop videos in and of itself are already super high converting, and it's vice versa. The creators will be more motivated because obviously if you push their video to make more money, they will want to make more content, and you will have more content that you can run TikTok shop ads on. That's a fucking goated system. But now it comes even crazier. And now you actually need to listen, and I'll explain it very slowly. Because it's a fucking pay to win system. And when my TikTok shop manager told me this, I was like, bro, are you telling me the more money we spend, the more money we'll make? And he was just like, yep. So the way GMV Max works, which is totally new for TikTok Shop, and which is also why none of your other gurus and other organic dropshipping servers are talking about, is because they're still stuck at making consistent 10K per month, is the following. With TikTok Shop GMV Max, in comparison to Facebook ads, which is why I'm probably myself not going to be switching to Facebook ads, is with Facebook ads, it's been around for a very long time and the competition is super crazy. I never tried it myself. Maybe at some point I'll try, but also at the same time, I'm always trying to go for the easy and the lazy route. You guys know that. That's going with my products, that's with my content, with everything. I'm always trying to do it the lazy way. Work smart, not hard. Ideally, you do both, but first of all, you got to work smart. And then you just double down on it and work as hard as possible. So with Facebook, already knowing there's a shit ton of competition, like there's so many bad news about it, and you have to know this business model inside out, and you have to burn a shit ton of money first, Westmith. And you also need to be in this business. Like you need to adjust this specific metric, this metric, and so on and so forth. Like you need to be in this game just managing ads all the fucking time. Whereas with the TikTok Shop GMV Max, it's a totally different story. It's ran by an AI algorithm, and we already know how fucking smart the normal TikTok algorithm platform is. Now, all you do is you just pump a budget for a specific TikTok shop ad campaign and you tell them the return on invest you want. So for example, if you put in 10K, you tell them, hey, I want ROI of 3, then you're going to get 30K in revenue back. Because the AI algorithm with this TikTok shop thing is so crazy that it can literally decide it. And it's already so fucking powerful that it's working. And they just launched it. Now imagine over the next few years, now we as the first people actually doing this, no competition, we're growing with this business model. It's going to be stupid for me to say, okay, now let me switch to Facebook ads. I'm already the TikTok dude. Like I've been doing social media. I grew up with this entire business model, with this vehicle. Now I'm just switching to the easier vehicle, which is bringing me to those 7 figures, which is the GMV Max ads thing. So this is a fucking money glitch. Do you guys understand that? So another question is, do you think going to the gym is worth when having busy days? That goes back to my old principle and system that I was already explaining 100 times before, but let me explain that again. Is what's your priority on a bigger scale and on a smaller scale? When we talk about your goals for entire, is it 2024, 2025? It's 2025, right? If your goal this year was to make 100K profit and you're far away, fuck the gym, bro. But then obviously on a smaller scale again, you need to be logged in. If you go gym, healthy mind, healthy. I was gonna say vibe, but it's not vibe. So I would try to always go to gym. Whether how you balance that, I realized for myself this year because I set myself the goal of making more money rather than just having a crazy physique. Next year, I'll definitely balance that again. But this year, I want to go full send on business. So I had to skip some gym sessions. I had to skip some boxing classes and so on and so forth. So it's up to you. What's your priority? Is your priority just making some money and still having a nice physique? Then yeah, you should definitely be hitting the gym, even though if your day is busy. But also, next thing, I can goddamn guarantee you your fucking calendar schedule is dog shit. I'm going to the gym. I'm meeting baddies. My family was just coming over. I'm having the personal brand. I'm doing content myself. I have creators to manage. I have the one-on-one mentorship. I'm opening up another YouTube channel. What are you doing with your time, bro? If I'm able to manage all of that, you with a few products, assuming not having a personal brand, not having the one-on-one mentorship, what are you doing with your time, bro? Try, obviously, to do everything. So what I would tell you is first of all, get your life in order. Start a calendar structure, and you'll see you'll have more than enough time to do both. Because I agree, the chat is saying gym is important. Gym is super fucking important. It makes no sense if you look like a fucking fat ass organic dropshipper like this one dude we were just talking about, but then you have money. You need to be in shape. You need to know how to talk. You need to be funny and make money. Because this is actually one thing I'm realizing right now myself as well. In Dubai, it's not enough to be good looking, funny, and having money. You need to life max everything, bro. Bitches here in Dubai, they don't care about the money. Like, if you're not funny, fucking shredded, whatever it might be, if you don't literally have all those things going and maxing to the fullest, you're cooked. But obviously, it's step after step. Building bricks after brick, brick, brick. And then you look back and you build a fucking villa. Today's a nice little calm vibe, huh? Okay, we have 10 more minutes going. Rapid fire some questions, and then we'll cut it. Because I told you guys I'm fucking starving. I'm fucking starving. Yeah, my Volvic bottle is written in Arabic, but it's both. So this and then this. This goes for everything. They have everything always in Arabic and English, which I'm actually a huge fan of this because obviously Dubai is known, or the Middle East is known for still holding their traditions and not going with the LGBTQ trend. So they defend their language, they defend their religion, they defend their culture, and you have to adapt to it. And if you don't like it, you'll have to leave the country. But I don't have a problem with that. I was actually multiple times already trying to learn Arabic, but then I was always like, now I want to learn Chinese. Just to be to my suppliers, hey, Hong Jing Bao, can you make me better prices, bro? But then I flew to China, and although most of them can speak English, they always have an English salesman. So then I'm like, okay, it would be kind of waste of time. They're probably getting better at English every single year, and I could spend that time on making just more money. What was Something you struggle with when teaching people organic. Oh, fuck, that's a good question. I actually have to think about this. Was I? I think. I think. I think. I think. I think. Ooh, bro, will you put me on a spot right there? What was something I was struggling with teaching people organic? Okay, let me put it that way. I don't think I was struggling with motivating them. I'd say I have a quite motivating aura, hopefully. I wouldn't say I was struggling keeping them accountable. I wouldn't say I was struggling explaining them the business model. I think I was actually more so struggling to understand their situation. Oh, that's good. So the thing with me is always, some people might say I'm rude because I'm multi-perspective, so I see things from different perspectives. But then sometimes if something's really important to me, I don't care about anything else but just my perspective and my opinion. So when people were telling me like, hey, I can't finish this video today or something like that, I was always like, bro, just find a fucking way. I don't give a shit, because I'm always, Tate has this very nice saying: how do you expect me to have like some kind of understanding for your situation if I had the same fucking problem? And this is always going back. I'm actually so lucky. I went through the hardest possible fucking route of making organic dropshipping successful, because I was doing dual studies, gym, girlfriend, shit place, no friends, in my room, fucking for years, no fucking results. So when I have people fucking doing this full time or whatever, and then they just tell me like, "Hey, bro, today I was just chilling. I was just uploading one video," and I'm just like, so I think that's something I was struggling with. It wasn't really the teaching; it was more so me having and helping them more so on their own way, which is I'm trying. This is also something which is something not happening anymore, because I'm generally, I can't work with people if they want to force their way of thinking and their way of working onto me, because I can only teach you guys what has worked for me. So if you're trying to squeeze something onto me, which is obviously not working for you, why do you want to infect me, my mind, and my business with that kind of attitude? So for all the people, also in the one-on-one, for the people in my creators, I'm generally trying to filter them out so much nowadays. I'm like, okay, he's actually generally putting in the work. If it's not working, it's just not working. This was always my biggest struggle, just trying to make things work with my creators when there was just no reason for me to pull them. I shouldn't be the person pulling them. I should much more be the person pushing them. Like, okay, bro, you're asking me too much, now chill a bit, which is something I would never say, because I'm obviously trying to get them successful as soon as possible. But this is how it generally should be. Like, not like, hey, bro, have you uploaded that video? Hey, bro, have you implemented my feedback? Hey, bro, have you done this? Hey, bro, hey, bro, hey, bro. Like, that was something I was really struggling with. And I like being in people's ass when I actually see them implementing the advice. So for you, for example, Will, I told you multiple fucking time with the fucking conversion. At some point, I was generally just telling you, like, do you just do this in order to go viral, or do you actually want to do this because you're converting? Same with Craner. He was also having a lot of different challenges. And then you just got to be as authentic and as transparent as possible. And also, some people, they are, again, in their bubble so deep, they don't realize, oh, I was going viral. Holy shit, I didn't think of it. Like, bro, make money. So that's probably the most challenging thing for me, just trying to have more understanding for different scenarios, which is something I'm not like, this is probably something that you could be saying, which is one of my weaknesses, but also at the same time, it's keeping away low quality people a lot from me, because I'm not letting any shit people around my circle, just because of the fact that I feel like, okay, bro, if I can do it, you should be able to do it as well, because now you also have me in your corner helping you. Like, I'm like a fucking Mike Tyson coach for this business model. Like, I'm just pushing you through the fucking walls. If you can't do it with me, you kind of are cooked, bro. So if I then have to push them and push them and push them when I was doing this all by myself, like, bro, is that it? Are we done for today? Did everybody get all of the sauce that he was trying to get? for all of the free people, I hope I opened your guys' eyes. I hope I could have just sparked some kind of fuck. I hope I could. For all of the free people, I hope, I really hope, I could have just sparked some emotion, some motivation. Maybe if dropshipping wasn't working for you for months, it's generally possible. Let's look at the results tab. Real people, real results. At this point, I'm not flexing about the results tab and so on and so forth, because it's a fucking no-brainer that people inside this community who join the weekly calls, who take notes, who ask the right questions. I was just at the beginning of the call explaining how to ask the right questions, that they become successful, they make money, they invest into themselves onto the higher tier, so they make more and more and more money. So, with that being said, that was a W call. I appreciate you guys for coming onto the stage. We're going back on the Q4 call as every week on Wednesday, and we'll move on to the next sticky note. We finished the PR. I hope all of you guys fucking ordered the products so that the products we found in the Q4 call, some of you guys probably, hopefully, fucking have literally ordered them so we can go over them. And I have one of you guys at the end of the Q4 hopping on a case study. If not, I'll fucking kill you guys. I'm not doing this for fun. I want you guys to actually improve your fucking life. If you just come on these calls, you just listen, you don't act, you're fucking the same trash as the free people who are not willing to join. Let that sink in. I'll see you guys around. Spam the W's. I'll get my phone out so we can flex on the brokies as always. And wait, where we at? Okay. I'll see you guys. Adios.